the golden heart of Alaska. Get ready to discover the magic and the adventure of this great land. Get ready to discover your new home on Eielson Air Force Base. Eielson Air Force Base is located just over 20 miles south of Fairbanks in Alaska's interior. About 8,000 military people and accompanying family members live and work on or near this 22,000-acre base. Originally known as Mile 26 Strip, the base was renamed Eielson Air Force Base in 1948 in honor of the famed aviator, pioneer, and explorer Carl Ben Eielson. Today, Eielson's 354th Fighter Wing conducts close air support operations in the F-16 Fighting Falcon, provides forward air control with the OA-10 Thunderbolt II, and controls and maintains Eielson's vast aerial ranges. With more than 80,000 square miles of airspace and a 14,500-foot-long runway, second largest in the country, Eielson is an ideal site for combat exercises such as Cope Thunder and is considered one of the most strategic locations in the world. Since most military members living and working on the base are so far away from home, Eielson works hard to create a spirit of community. The core area, which includes the base exchange, commissary, and other services, is centrally located close to on-base housing, making everyday life, especially in winter, more convenient. Also near the core area, the 4 schools on base are part of the Fairbanks school system and offer an excellent education for students kindergarten through high school. The Youth Center provides activities and is a safe haven for kids before and after school.
And the quality of the educational system up here is exceptional. The classes are small, the teachers are involved, and they know their students. So I think what it is the smaller sense of community, and kids who might have gotten lost in the shuffle at a larger school have a chance to really strut their stuff up here.
There is support for younger children, too. In addition to a daycare center, home daycare is also available on base. The fitness complex is an ideal place to get in shape and beat the winter blues. You'll enjoy the intramural program, instructional classes, and a variety of sports, and an Olympic-sized pool. For the outdoor enthusiast who doesn't let winter stop them, the ski lodge right on base has downhill and cross-country skiing, sledding, and ice skating. There's no better place than interior Alaska to learn how to fly. The Aero Club offers recreational flying and training in a safe environment. You'll certainly be in good company. 35 miles south of the base on Birch Lake, Eielson has its own recreation area with boating, water skiing, and fishing. Cabins, tent, and RV camping, and a lodge are all available for use. The boat shop on base also rents boats, and the Rec Issue will rent out camping gear and make your Birch Lake reservations. Unique to Eielson is the Natural Resources Facility, a great place to get a better understanding of nature on and around the base. The folks there will answer all your questions, tell you about the hiking trails, and give you tips on hunting and fishing.
The nice thing about being here at Eielson is being that it is a small community. It's given me the opportunity to get involved in my children's schools, to get more active in the church, do volunteering, which I probably wouldn't have done. But because it's a small community, everybody knows everybody, you want to take that extra interest and get involved, and that's what Eielson has given me the opportunity to do.
When my parents first told me that we were coming to Alaska, I did not like the idea of that. I was so depressed and just cried and cried. And then when we got here, everybody at Eielson made me feel so good about being here. They were all really kind, and they took me in, and all of a sudden I just felt like I fit in.
When you arrive on base, make the Family Housing Management Office one of your first stops. The staff will give you a complete briefing, arrange for housing on or off base, work with landlords, or provide a means to find your own home. Housing is allocated equally to each grade category, and waiting time depends on rank, length of service, size of family, and reporting date. Even though living in Alaska is more expensive, variable housing and cost of living allowances substantially help offset the higher cost. If your furniture is delayed, the housing office will loan you furniture until yours arrives. Most arriving families will stay at the Sourdough Inn right next door to the housing office. You will probably be entitled to temporary lodging allowance, which is authorized by Housing Management. The lodging office is located in the lobby of the Gold Rush Inn, which is the new transient facility on base. The Family Support Center is a focal point for a full range of services aimed at assisting families and single Air Force members. You and your family are important to Eielson Air Force Base, and the Family Support Center is here for you prior to your arrival, as well as during your tour. An excellent program to take advantage of once you learn of your assignment to Eielson is the Standard Installation Topic Exchange Service, a computerized database with valuable information on all aspects of the base and civilian community. You can get a personalized copy of the site's directory about Eielson Air Force Base from your Relocation Assistance Program Manager at your losing base. Once on base, all military members and their spouses will want to attend the newcomers briefing to become familiar with the Eielson community and the various services available on and off base. Experts will cover topics such as vehicle winterization, Arctic survival, safe winter driving, recreational activities, and much more. Family Services will be on hand to assist with your short-term needs. Our loan closet offers dishes, silverware, pots, pans, and other cooking utensils, as well as small appliances, porta-cribs, high chairs, and much more. Our food pantry, which is supported by donations, offers non-perishable food items for emergency situations. All use is confidential. A baby layette is available free for newborns of E5s and below and includes many helpful items such as a diaper bag, a package of diapers, and a baby outfit of your choice. Family Services maintains a current list of certified teenage babysitters and offers classes for this certification. For information about other military installations around the world, brochures and videos are available for checkout. Alaska is an expensive place to live, and many Air Force personnel and families have a difficult time stretching their paychecks from one payday to the next. Nearly everyone at one time or another needs some help in managing their finances. That's where the Personal Financial Management Program comes in. They help people help themselves. Some of the programs offered include checkbook maintenance and budgeting, credit management, and debt liquidation. Seminars are also given on investments, car buying, and budgeting for young couples. Should you or your family have an emergency or financial crisis, the Air Force Aid Society may be able to help. An interest-free loan, grant, or combination of both are available in the following situations. Each request is evaluated on a case-by-case basis. If you have a problem, be sure to ask the Air Force Aid staff for assistance. Jobs are not easy to find here in Alaska, and the goal of the Career Focus program is to enhance the marketability of family members seeking either paid or volunteer employment. Assistance comes in the form of career planning, local employment information, opportunities for vocational and educational development, and skill-building workshops. Classes include career development, resume writing, interviewing skills, and a summer youth employment program. For a listing of available jobs, call our job hotline at 377-1166, day or night. The Computer Resources Room has programs with information on jobs in the Eielson area as well as federal jobs nationwide. This service is available to Air Force personnel and family members leaving the Air Force who utilize the Transition Assistance Program. Resources which are open to everyone include employment networks, resume software, and SF-171 programs. If you have time to spare, want to reach out to others, or develop new skills, the Eielson Volunteer Resource Program is looking for you. There are many volunteer positions available base-wide. With the long winters, distances into town, and limited job opportunities, many opt to take advantage of volunteer programs on base. If you would like to get involved, contact the Volunteer Resource Program Manager. With extended families so far away, the high cost of living in Alaska, and the dark, cold winters, no program is perhaps more important than Family Life Skills Education. This program focuses on improving quality of life by providing opportunities for skill development in the family life area. When you first arrive on base, our community outreach program will make an effort to contact spouses to provide support, guidance, and information. If you need to talk about any family issue in private, individual consultations are available. Workshops and seminars on a variety of family topics are offered. And support groups are established for several areas of special interest. If you need help, don't wait too long to contact your Family Life Skills Program Manager.
The medical clinic at Eielson Air Force Base is a full-service primary care clinic. We are dedicated to deliver high-quality medical care to the Eielson community. However, due to the remoteness of the Fairbanks area, patients can expect that medical care is delivered a little bit differently here. The clinic offers a wide range of medical and dental care, as well as a host of ancillary services. But due to the limited amount of medical care available at our facility, we sometimes find it necessary to refer patients to Bassett Army Community Hospital at Fort Wainwright, approximately 24 miles north of Eielson. Bassett has a number of specialties that we don't offer at the Eielson Clinic, as well as a 24-hour emergency room. For patients requiring emergency care beyond what Bassett can handle, they will be transferred to Fairbanks Memorial Hospital for further intensive care. Due to the limited number of medical specialists in the interior of Alaska, we refer patients to the 3rd Medical Center at Elmendorf Air Force Base, Anchorage, Alaska, as well as military medical centers in Seattle, Washington, or Sacramento, California. Although we may not be able to address every medical problem here at the Eielson Clinic, I feel confident with our support systems that we can deliver good, high-quality medical care.
When it comes time to travel to Alaska, you essentially have 3 choices. If you fly, you'll arrive at Fairbanks International Airport with 15 to 20 passenger flights arriving daily. Another often used route to Eielson is up the Inside Passage on the Alaska Marine Highway, which operates ferries from Washington State to Haines or Skagway, Alaska. But anyone who has ever experienced it will tell you, half the fun and adventure is just getting here on the Alaska Highway. You'll want to prepare yourself and your car for the drive, especially if you plan to drive up in winter. A good source of information is a book called The Milepost, and be sure to contact your sponsor for more important tips. A modern, fully paved road, the Alaska Highway threads 1,500 miles through pristine wilderness from Dawson Creek, British Columbia, to its official end in Delta Junction, a farming community 75 miles south of the base. Eielson Air Force Base is a half-hour's drive from Fairbanks, home to more than 70,000 people. In 1902, the discovery of gold turned this temporary trading post into a boom town. Today, Alaska's second-largest city is a unique blend of contrasts, where age-old customs meet space-age technology, and where an old-fashioned, open-hearted pioneering spirit is never forgotten in this modern city on the edge of the last frontier. Many will be surprised by the shopping. In the last few years alone, Fairbanks has become home to 4 brand new national stores. What you can't find on base, you will find downtown. If you like trade shows, hockey and basketball games, concerts, and just about any kind of entertainment, you'll love the Carlson Center. With more than 100 restaurants to choose from, you'll find all sorts of wonderful places to satisfy your appetite. When gold was discovered in 1902, just north of Fairbanks, the stampede of gold seekers wasn't far behind. That gold rush feeling lives on here today as a window into our past.
Real good piece of gold. That's one of the better pans we've seen today.
Right in the heart of town is Alaska Land, a 44-acre theme park dedicated to the colorful memories of days gone by. While you're there, don't miss the historic stern-wheeler riverboat SS Nenana, or experience the real feeling and come aboard the Riverboat Discovery. One of Alaska's top 10 attractions, this stern-wheeler is patterned after its forebears, which plied Alaskan waters a generation ago. In the 1970s, the quest for black gold began. When oil was discovered on the North Slope, the Trans-Alaska Oil Pipeline was built in only 26 months from Prudhoe Bay to Valdez. This 800-mile-long engineering wonder passes right by Eielson and Fairbanks, offering you an excellent opportunity to see it close up. The University of Alaska Fairbanks is known worldwide for its high-latitude research in all disciplines, from space physics to Alaska Native Studies. UAF offers classes both on campus and on base for adults who want to further their education. The university's museum is the only natural and cultural history museum in Alaska.
Yes, Virginia, there really is a North Pole. Alaska, that is. Oh.
On your way into Fairbanks from base, pay an unforgettable visit to Santa Claus House in, you guessed it, North Pole. Summer temperatures in Alaska's interior average in the 70s and 80s. You might even experience 90. When the temperatures get up there, you can take the plunge into one of the area's many lakes. Just 10 miles west of Eielson is the Chena Lakes Recreation Area with great beaches, picnic areas, and campgrounds. June 21st, summer solstice, when the interior basks in almost 22 hours of sunshine. It's the perfect time for the Midnight Sun Run, when top national runners join with a few thousand of their closest friends to compete in the 10-kilometer run.
Hey, you're under arrest. You don't have a pin. You're going to jail now.
If truth be known, with close to 22 hours of sunlight in midsummer, many of us get touched by perhaps a little too much sun. Golden Days, a great excuse to hold Alaska's largest summertime festival, celebrating the discovery of gold by Felix Pedro, who just happens to show up every year with his poke of gold. These are the Olympics, the World Eskimo Indian Olympics, where strength and endurance take on a whole new meaning. Every July, Native people from all over Alaska, Canada, and the lower 48 gather in Fairbanks to compete in these traditional games.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Denali National Park, 120 miles south of Fairbanks, epitomizes interior Alaska's character as one of the world's last great frontiers for wilderness adventure. Nearly 6 million acres of unsurpassed beauty, it remains largely wild and unspoiled, just as explorers found it. The park is home to over 35 species of animals that roam its rocky slopes, tundra foothills, and forested valleys. While this grizzly mom and cubs are content to graze, this big fella has a more interesting meal in his sights. There is one thing everyone comes to see. At 20,320 feet, McKinley is the highest mountain on the North American continent. A massive rock of granite jutting 18,000 feet above its base gives all those who see it a sense of awe. In late August, the days grow shorter and the evenings take on a chill, heralding the arrival of fall. The scenery becomes magical, redressing itself from summer green to a brilliant Persian tapestry of autumn. Beginning of October, the first snow is usually on the ground, and winter is definitely settling in. Even though interior Alaska usually experiences 1 or 2 spells of deep cold, the average temperatures October through March are livable. The secret, when it does get cold, is to be properly dressed and to have your car winterized. This includes a good set of winter tires, a block heater to keep the engine block from freezing, and a battery blanket to keep acid in a liquid state. Your sponsor will help you find out everything you need to know about coping with and even enjoying the winters up here.
It is not 45 below from 1 November to 1 March. It's spots of cold. People think that winters in Alaska are terrible. I'm from Illinois, and the winters here are a lot better than Illinois.
All right, we admit it. Come winter, the interior doesn't exactly go into hiding. It just goes to the dogs. It's fondly known as the official state sport, dog mushing, and Fairbanks is proud to be the dog mushing capital of the world. Every February, one group of hardy mushers heads out on the Yukon Quest sled dog race, a 1,000-mile test of endurance between Fairbanks and Whitehorse in the Yukon. March brings us the Open North American Sled Dog Championships, where teams cover miles of trails in and around Fairbanks in the fastest sprint race on Earth. Interior Alaska's abundance of sparkling dry snow almost 6 months of the year guarantees you a fabulous opportunity to participate in almost any winter sport. Most people are surprised to discover just how great our winters are.
Beautiful weather, huh?
When it's cold and dark out, there's always plenty to do indoors, including movies, concerts, and entertainers.
Well, I'm totally crazy, and I'm totally nuts, and there ain't no other place like it in the whole wide world.
Fairbanks even has its own symphony orchestra. In March, everyone is out enjoying the season during the Fairbanks Winter Carnival, a 10-day event highlighted by an ice carving competition that draws artists from all over the world. In April, winter diehards head to the mountains for one last weekend in the sun and snow and to compete in the Arctic Man's Ski and Snow Go Classic.
Ski to die. Go.
Imagine skiing down treacherous slopes and then being pulled up the next mountain at 80+ miles per hour by a snowmobile.
This is the best time of the year.
Yeah, you'll live it forever.
And ironically enough, it really grows on you after a year or two. You start saying, well, I'm not really ready to leave yet. You know, I want to see some more things and experience some more things, because a 3-year tour is not enough time to experience Alaska, I think.
Shannon and I were driving back from band practice last night, and she just said, this just seems like where we belong. And it's interesting when a child who's been through 11 schools in 10 years can sit there and say, we've been here 4 months and this feels like home.
Most of all, we love the spirit of the people. If anybody is thinking about coming to Alaska, I really recommend it. I do. It's been the best assignment I've had.
I love this place, and I'm sure that anybody that came up would really enjoy it here.
As you're about to discover, every season in Alaska's interior holds its own special magic. All of us here at Eielson Air Force Base look forward to having you here.